Did you know that scrolling is secretly becoming the more dangerous habit than porn? US teens spend an average of 4.8 hours daily on social media. Most Americans look at their phones 352 times a day. And what exactly do they do? Majority of the time, they are either checking notifications on social media or scrolling through them, which is why nowadays you see a lot of people with decision fatigue, anxiety, disrupted sleep cycle, weak relationships, and short attention span, which murders their ability to focus on any task. But how does so many people become the victim of this addiction? Well, because these apps are specifically designed to capture your attention. Nothing on these apps is by accident. Each and everything is tailored to hook you on these platforms for as long as possible. So, in this video, I am going to share the 5 things it takes to stop you from mindless scrolling so that you can have more time for personal growth activities, experience less decision fatigue, and improve your focus and productivity. And one more thing, like everyone else, I am not going to advise you to delete social media or set time limits on your phone, and you will be able to overcome this addiction. Because we both know in reality, you reinstall these apps, ignore those 6 timers, and get back to your endless scrolling routine. So don't worry about that. But before I reveal the 5 things to you, I want to let you know that attention is like a muscle, so you have to train it. And your training starts from this video. Only 8.5% of viewers have the attention span to watch till the end. Ironic, because the people who will inevitably click off are the people who needed this video the most. So watch this video till the end, no clicking away, no putting this on 2 times speed, no skipping to the end, no opening other tabs or checking the comments. Just give this video your full focus. By doing this, you're training your muscles. So now that I got your attention, let's start by the root cause and understand what drives you to pick up your phone or open a new tab. For many, it's a mix of boredom, stress, or the FOMO. Start by keeping a simple log. Every time you find yourself mindlessly scrolling, jot down what you were feeling or doing right before. You might notice patterns, like reaching for your phone during TV commercials or while waiting for a friend. But just understanding this might not be enough. You must know the deep psychology behind all of this. And Skinner's box experiment does a very good job at it. He put animals like pigeons and rats in a special box. Here they could press a lever to get some food as a reward. Sometimes they got the food right away, and other times they had to press it multiple times or wait a bit. This kept the animals guessing and made them keep pressing the lever, hoping for more treats. It's the same how we people use our phones or computers, especially when we're scrolling through social media, websites, or any app that keeps updating with new stuff. When we scroll, every once in a while, we find something that excites us, like a funny video, a like on our photo, or a message from a friend. This hit of happiness or interest is our treat, similar to the food the animals got. The trick is, just like the animals didn't know when they'd get the food, we don't know when we'll stumble upon something cool or rewarding. This uncertainty is what keeps us coming back for more, constantly checking our phones or scrolling through feeds. Our brains like this kind of surprise or reward. Therefore, the trick is to identify what triggered you in the first place to check your phone. Suppose boredom is your main trigger. In that case, create a boredom buster list. Activities you can do instead of reaching for your device. This could be anything from a 5-minute meditation, a quick walk, or even solving a puzzle. For stress-triggered scrolling, explore stress management techniques like deep breathing exercises or journaling. By addressing the root cause, you're not just cutting down screen time, you're enriching your life with healthier habits. Now that you're aware of your triggers, you must learn to declutter your digital space, because this will make your phone experience seamless and less distracted. But before I reveal how you can do that, it's important that you simplify your online experience, first starting with notifications. These little pings are equivalent to someone tapping your shoulder every few minutes for useless things like a new like on Instagram or an email about a sale. Each notification pulls you away from what you're doing and makes you look at your phone even if you didn't mean to. So what's the solution for this? Dive into your device's settings and audit your notification permissions. Ask yourself, do I really need to be notified about this? If the answer is no, turn that notification off. Prioritize alerts that are truly important, like messages from family or calendar reminders. For everything else, consider a daily or weekly digest if you still want to stay informed but in a less addictive way. This is also a good moment to explore features like Do Not Disturb or Focus Mode, which allow you to silence notifications for set periods. Use these during work hours or dedicated relaxation time to help you stay present and undistracted. With notifications under control, you're less likely to be drawn into your device. But what about when you're already there? Autoplay is a sneaky feature, keeping you watching video after video or scrolling through posts without a break. It targets our natural inclination to keep going, but you can outsmart it. Go into your social media and streaming apps and look for the autoplay settings. Switching this off means you'll have to make a conscious decision to watch another video or see more posts, introducing a natural pause where you can ask yourself, do I want to continue or do something else? Incorporate intentional breaks. For every video you watch or every few posts you scroll through, stand up, stretch, or just look away from the screen for a few moments. These micro breaks can help reduce the mesmerizing effect of the screen, giving you back control. Regaining control over autoplay leads us to the next point. Your phone and computer can get messy with things you don't use anymore, just like your room can get messy with toys you don't play with. This can make them boring and overwhelming. Take some time to clean up your digital space. Look at all the things you follow online, like subscriptions and social media accounts. If something doesn't make you happy or isn't interesting anymore, get rid of it. This might take a while, but it will feel great afterward. Instead of following lots of things, only follow the ones you really like. Choose things that make you feel good, teach you new things, or inspire you. This way, your phone and computer will be more fun and interesting to use. Based on this technique, you can subscribe or unsubscribe to this channel according to your needs. Finally, you must learn to embrace boredom. Our fear of being bored often drives us to our devices, but boredom is a powerful tool for creativity and problem solving. Instead of reaching for your phone when you feel bored, sit with the feeling for a moment. Let your mind wander. You might be surprised at the ideas and solutions that surface when you give yourself space to think. To prove this, researchers split participants into two groups. One was asked to copy phone numbers out of a phone book by hand, while the other was asked to read them out loud. Now, both of these are pretty boring tasks, but reading numbers out loud is considered more boring because you're not as actively engaged as when you're writing something down by hand. In the second stage of the study, researchers conducted a fluency task where participants had a couple of minutes to come up with as many creative uses for a brick as possible. Like you could use it to build a wall, or a paperweight, or a baseball, or a flower pot. Whatever your imagination is, literally the limit. Now, the study found that the speaking group, the group that was supposedly more bored, they came up with the longest list of creative uses for the brick. Okay, so what does this tell us? Well, it's simple. Boredom enhances creativity, which in turn enhances the value of the work that you produce. But there's still a problem left. Now that you have learned to stop scrolling, it's essential that you must learn to stay consistent. Because consistency is what makes you able to get ahead of 99% of people. So that's why I have made this video that you can watch by simply clicking on it.